Hey folks, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be discussing the newly formed Twitch.tv hot tub meta. I personally think this is hilarious and I'm joining in on the meme, so here I am, I'm supporting my streamers, so get mad.
Thank you so much for the sub, GG's. Should I write the whole name? Sure, why not? There's just two I's after it.
This is not a video that's designed to be like, go and attack this streamer, go and attack this streamer. Women shouldn't wear this, women shouldn't do this. I'm not interested in that. One of the most interesting things about going on this journey to learn about this Twitch meta is you'll actually find that these quote cam streams and these hot tub streams and these whatever streams you want to label them as actually have an incredible high amount of interaction. A lot of these large streams, they literally don't even talk to their audience. They don't do anything. And all of these other quote cam streams that people want to bash, they actually truly interact back and forth. They have a pretty relaxing environment and they often like play games with the stream. I can definitely see why people watch and support these because there is a high amount of interaction, which is mostly what stream is about. So you'll get these like 2 viewer count Minecraft streams or these like 1,000 view streams that never interact with their channel. It's just gameplay, focus, sweat, and there's no interaction, there's no community building. But actually, from doing this like sort of experiment that started out as a bit of a meme, you actually realize that these streams, whether they're in a hot tub or not, have a huge amount of interactivity between the streamer and the viewer, and you can see why people watch them, to be honest. It's like an interactive form of media. So yeah, you probably, instead of getting mad, you need to up your game a little bit and start interacting and doing things a little bit better. For those that don't know, the reason I'm discussing this now, one of my most successful videos was a discussion on Twitch.tv about their ban inconsistencies, and surprisingly, ban inconsistencies are still relevant today. So that's why I'm interested in it, because for such a long time Twitch has had inconsistencies, and I think this hot tub meta highlights it and brings it to a different audience, and I think people are tripping out over it, and there's more to it than meets the eye.
Did you guys hear it going into my vagina? Now let me push the air out.
So basically what the hot tub meta is Twitch has a rule that you need to be in appropriate attire for that, basically occasion, place, location. Now, this isn't perfectly adhered to. As always with Twitch, there's a bit of inconsistencies, but for the most part, it's pretty much adhered to. You're not going to be able to just be in a bikini and lie on a bed. So the sort of loophole, and I use that word because Asmongold also used that word, so a lot of people will think, oh, he's just a small content creator, he's mad, he's upset that other people are getting views. That's completely not the case. I just want to have a discussion. Basically, what the loophole is because you're in a pool or hot tub or wherever, you can be in that pool attire, which means all of a sudden, say being in a bikini and lying on a bed and getting banned, if you're in a hot tub, it's okay. Example of this is this user was banned for being suggestive or whatever the case it was, but it's no more suggestive than someone dancing around in a pool half naked saying, I'm going to go change into a cute bikini. So the issue lies with the consistency of the platform adhering to their own rules, doesn't it? And not the women or men, quote, exploiting these loopholes. So you have a problem with the platform, not the people. And I think people are making it about the people when it's really not. People will always try to skirt the rules and skim the rules of any platform. It's up to the platform to stand up and say, these are things we allow, these are things we don't, and then draw a line under it. Whereas at the moment, they're just handing out one ban for like a dude like with an anime character. This was a ban. He lost his partnership for 3 days, and there's some sponsorships. She's banned also for doing this, but then there's someone in a pool not banned, and it's kind of like, what's going on? So that sounds like case closed, right? Is it actually a problem that there are people in hot tubs on Twitch getting views? Because that's what's got everybody upset, right? Everyone's mad that there are women and men in hot tubs on Twitch making money. So I actually found out about this due to another streamer that was going on about this, and it kind of blew up. That on YouTube, you can look up nude bikini waxing, you can look up incredibly like sexually suggestive yoga videos, bikini try-ons, hauls, basically just the list goes on and on and on. This is goes on every platform that exists, right? This is a thing. People like to use their looks for views, and I don't really have a problem with it. If you want to make content of doing try-on hauls, or you want to sit in a hot tub and get some views off it, it's literally no problem to me. I'm just not bothered in the slightest. Some people might get mad as fuck about it, but it's whatever. There are bigger things going on to me than worrying about someone trying on some bloody pants for some views, right? Like, we know why they're doing it. We know why it works. I guess my only point is I really respect the people that are like super honest about it and are just super open with it, rather than pretending that they're doing something they're not. So in a way, when you get these like porn stars coming onto these channels and saying, yeah, you know, I'm doing a bikini try on because this is what my fans want, and I'm getting in a hot tub because this is what my fans want. I'm not breaking any rules. People want to watch it, deal with it. I think it's really, really good. I don't like when people do all of this suggestive stuff and then go, oh, why are these people saying this? Why are these people doing these things? Why are these people acting this way? And it's like, well, come on, you know what you're doing. Just own up to it. Like, nobody gives a shit. And if they do give a shit, they're not worth thinking about anyway. But just be honest in like your intentions. And that's why I really respect like the workers and the people like that just own like, yeah, this is what I do, deal with it. I just don't like that like skirt around the, oh, I didn't know what I was doing, even though I've been banned 6 times on Twitch for the exact same thing. Like, come on, just admit you know what you're doing, play by the rules or play by the grey rules and get on with it. I think a few of these streamers just aren't very self-aware. This is a clip of the kind of one that invented the hot tub meta of kind of getting in a pool so you could wear a bikini and creating that loophole. Very smart by her, I must add. Here she is in the past basically saying like, it really fucking sucks that I tried to make music and I only have 300 viewers and nobody tunes in.
What is a win for me? A win would be where I could wear a t-shirt and actually have people give a shit. But you know what? I can't. When I wear a t-shirt, I go down to 300 subs for no fucking reason.
Like, the delusion to say, I don't know why I've gone down to 300 subs and 300 viewers when I change my content from being sexualized pool party things to regular content is so delusional. It's like me, if I play my main game, I might get 10 viewers. If I switch off my main game, I might get 0 viewers. I know why it's happened, because all of my content is aimed at that main thing, and now I'm not doing it. Suddenly you don't do the pool stream, and you don't do the bikinis, and you don't do the cutesy dances, then the people and the audience that you've cultivated will leave. Like, so like, just own your shit and stop pretending like it's something else when it's not.
Maybe we'll go back down to 300 viewers, back to whatever we normally are. Like, all the little changes, like, oh, dressing up, putting on the charade, doing the thing, has made my stream be more successful, but it has not made me mentally okay.
Accept that people tune in, not because of your personality, not because of your fantastic content, but basically you're a really good looking woman and people want to tune in and look at it just like they look at celebrities. But just leave it at that and own it and accept it. Let's not pretend this is say it's super empowering. Yeah, I get it. It's empowering that if someone has squashed your ability to be like a sexual person, especially like women in the past, and now you feel liberated and you can do those things, that's absolutely fantastic. And I get how that can be empowering. But let's not, this isn't the suffragettes movement. You're in a hot tub on Twitch. There are people doing much, much worse stuff in the world. The fact that somebody is watching a hot tub stream and somebody is in a hot tub getting some views, it's not the end of the world, right? There are some people out there, some deluded people, that think because there is someone in a hot tub, their stream hasn't been viewed. They think that all of the people are going to Twitch to watch these hot tub streams and not their streams. Well, spoiler alert, they're not, mate. I wouldn't go onto your Minecraft stream with 2 viewers and no webcam and go and tune in because their favorite hot tub streamer isn't online. That's just not going to happen. However, that same person that goes and watches that hot tub streamer, when that hot tub streamer goes offline, some of them may stay on the website and click around and then get interested in, say, another content to another type of streamer, and then their views might trickle down, so they're bringing more people into the platform. So not everything about this is negative at all, and in fact there's very little negative about this. There are some big differentiations that need to be put in place from someone that's in a hot tub that's like attractive and is getting views, and someone that's doing some really, really bad shit that needs to be called out and stopped. And come on, there's a clear difference. So I'm going to try my best to show some examples of the stuff I'm talking about. And these examples are not hundreds of hours of research. These are, I spent a couple of evenings flicking around on Twitch, and I shadow play recorded some of the stuff I saw that might be useful for a video. Now, the people in the clips, I'm just using this as fair use commentary. I don't want anyone going over to them and hating on them. And if anybody for some reason does come across this video and is in one of the clips and wants me to link their stream or their content, let me know and I'm happy to do so. So there are a ton of things that go on the internet that are far, far worse than someone sitting in a hot tub streaming, right? For example, if you want to take a direct look at twitch.tv, you had famous streamers go and do CSGO gambling, rig the odds, and basically commit fraud and steal children's money. And some of these people are still massive content creators today. Some of them are still supported hugely. And there are also people to this day taking gambling sponsorships, doing poker streams, all kinds of childlike gambling to their young, impressionable audience. But hey, I guess taking a couple $1,000 sponsorship money is worth giving somebody a gambling addiction that can completely ruin their life. But hey, the twitch.tv hot tub meta is much worse, right? And that's what's blown up and that's what's caused all the drama. Look, there's a ton of stuff on Twitch that is awful. There's a ton of stuff on Twitch that is wrong. I've seen people fake disabilities. I've seen husband and wives have huge, crazy arguments. I've seen people attack animals. It's a live platform. Stuff goes on all the time. And I think in the grand scheme of things, a couple people sitting in a hot tub is not worth getting stressed over. So how did this come to be? Well, the hot tub meta had been going quite a while, and it had not really blown up into the media or the subreddits or anything like that. It was just kind of low key. Then one of these tweets blew up and it was on like the front page of Reddit. And this user, Miss Bananas, basically said, "I've been on Twitch and I've seriously got confused as to what app I'm on." Now, these are some of the titles. "Two baddies help you get a girlfriend," "Chilling with the hot tub," "E-girl Victoria wears Victoria's Secrets," there's a poll, there's a spin the wheel, you know, the club LED lighting going on. Where she landed herself in a bit of deep water is she did kind of this tweet where she said, "I'd prefer to have my content based on my personality and not flaunting my assets to get this bag." That's where maybe she slipped up, because actually, I've got really no problem if you want to flaunt your assets and you want to work for your money. I've got no problem in that. More power to you. But I think what she was trying to say is, as she pointed out in this picture, is, wow, this is an actual cam website here, which I've blurred out for the sake of me not being banned. And this is actually twitch.tv. There's very little difference at face value between the two.
CT, that's because I'm ovulating in a couple days.
But that's just someone's opinion that they've thought about and put out there. But in typical Twitter fashion, well, if you don't like it, report them and they'll be banned. You're just slut shaming, you're tearing women down, and you're projecting your own insecurities and internalized misogyny on people who owe you nothing. Grow up and get some help. Hoorah, let's get the party poppers out. I've just destroyed this person on Twitter. I'm so fucking great. That's what it comes across as. This woman did not project her own insecurities. She did not slut shame. She did not tear other women down. She just spoke about the platform. It's not about the women in the picture. It's about the theme of the platform.
You prefer cream pie? I like cream pies too.
Mouth does lots of things. Lots of fun things.
I spent a few days on Twitch having a look around on just chatting in other sections to get a feel for what was going on before I made this video, and I wanted to put it out there because I think it's interesting, and we're a channel that allows discussion. So regardless of if you like this or you don't like this, we can have a discussion, which is a teacher from Leicester that said, I just thought I'd check out the just chatting section. And man, there's a lot of hot tubs. I made a sharp exit before my brain started dying. Now you could go on that tweet and go, oh, Emily, you're just internalizing your misogyny. Why would you say your brain is melting because a woman is in a hot tub? Are you saying she's stupid? Are you saying she's not worth? You could go down that route, and it's very easy to get the pom-poms out and go, hoorah, I'm going to knock somebody down on Twitter. Twitter is a platform that is brilliant for knocking people down and shit for building people up. If we take a look at someone else that was very frustrating to me. Now, Dajari went and for the longest time has pom-pommed and preached that women should build each other up, and it's about being kind and it's about being better. She is a body painter streamer, and obviously she gets a load of angry blokes coming in talking shit on her. I get it, it must be very frustrating. Some women came to her and said, I don't like your body painting, I don't like what you're doing, and instead of discussing it with them, she flipped it and said, I've got enough problem with horrible men coming at me. I don't need women as well. And I was like, well, that had nothing to do with men. You're just bringing men into that to get the pom-poms and the backing on all of the people that can go, hoorah, I hate men. This had nothing to do with it. Likewise, she's plopped herself in this situation and said, oh, if you don't like this platform, Twitch, then you are hating on women, hating on sex workers, you are reflection of a deeply internalized misogyny. And it's like, hold the phone a minute. She just gave her opinion that bloody hell, what has happened to Twitch? So it's very easy to attack a tiny streamer such as Bananas for having an opinion, because you can throw your clout out there, or you can throw some buzzwords out there that people will latch onto, like internalized misogyny. But look, are you going to go ahead and attack Asmongold, who has a much bigger following, that said the following? My actual opinion, hot tub streamers are clearly a loophole in the terms of service. Rules should be more clearly defined, and I've known female streamers get banned for things seemingly more innocuous than hot tubs and bikini streams. Unless the content harms the audience, I don't want it to stop. And I agree. You could easily flip this and say, oh, Asmongold thinks they're a loophole. This means women are avoiding bans. Blah, blah. Like, you can spin anything if you really want. The point is, what they do, pounce on the small one, make them feel worse, make them feel bad, even though they're a big advocate of mental health. Let's all dogpile on this streamer and call her a piece of shit. The streams skirt the grey area of the bans, which we'll go on to discuss, but I don't have a problem with them. But to paint it like, oh, it's just men that are angry that women are getting views, that's not the case at all. I think there's a more nuanced conversation to be had, and I think the conversation is more around the grey areas and the ban inconsistencies than it is about people in hot tubs. I think the hot tubs have brought the conversation to the forefront because they're seeing, how can this person body paint subscribers on themselves and be in a bikini all day and be paid to change their bikini? But this guy can be banned for fake humping an anime statue as a joke and have his sponsors removed. So that's what people are doing there. Maybe they are projecting their hatred onto the people that are streaming, but actually what they should be saying is, God, the platform's still not handling ban consistencies correctly. If you want to talk about consistencies, look at this. Twitch.tv have some DMCA, which is like copyright. They say if you don't want to be copyrighted, delete your VODs. I have a copyright strike on my channel because in 2017, I streamed some music in the background whilst playing a video game, which was technically fine at the time, and I deleted the VOD. And in 2021, it was claimed, and now I have a strike on my account forever. However, there are much bigger streamers playing music that aren't been striked. No, if deleting your VODs worked and did stop you getting copyrighted, it would have worked for me because mine was deleted in 2017. So Twitch have a shocking platform when it comes to DMCA, when it comes to ban consistency and moderation. We all know that. Maybe these hot tub / bikini streamers have just highlighted and re-emphasized the point, but this is nothing new. It's not a great platform. And I think the idea that suddenly everybody that comments on the ban and the hot tub issue is suddenly like a misogynistic piece of shit that hates women is such a low tier effort of pandering that it just irked me, so I wanted to dig into it some more. I think also there's a frustration that there are some streams out there, and these are clips just from a couple evenings. You're not allowed to advertise these adult platforms on Twitch. Obviously the advertisers on the website obviously don't want to be associated or linked to that type of content because that might not be inducive of their brand, whatever it may be. I don't really care if you do not safe for work content or you want to do those things. It doesn't bother me, but I can see why an advertiser might say, hey, I don't want to advertise on this platform if everybody is linking their OnlyFans or their other websites, right? But there are some streams out there that will basically do everything humanly possible to evade this. They will constantly talk about lewds and
goodies slash lewds, but with an N. Moods but with an N. And yeah, so join the Telegram group.
It's all geared up to get them to go from Twitch to another platform. And I think, I guess the frustration comes from people don't want to see Twitch used as a vehicle or a platform that people go through to get to another piece of content. Twitch wants to stand on its own and wants to be its own piece of content. And I don't think they want someone to be like, right, I'm going to go to Twitch to get the information I need to go to the actual place I want to go through. So yes, people show cleavage. You get over it. If your content can't compete with that, then what does that say? But sometimes the people on this platform don't do themselves any favors. So when you scroll down, you can see their sections about the streamer and what the stream is about. And often what you will see is these borderline, basically porn imitation banners, and they all sort of imitate that, yeah, there is some other content going on elsewhere. And women, all of this goes on where it's a little bit bait. They will say, oh, I just need to stretch, I just need to move, I just need to reach, I just need to tidy my bed, and everything is always on show. And we all know what they're doing. It's technically not terms of service because you can't ban somebody for bending over to pick up a box behind them, can you? And you might think, oh, they're doing it, they're trying to bait. But think about it logically. If I was to stand up now and go and grab a box behind me and bend down and you were to see my ass and I was to pick it up, you wouldn't say ban me, would you? But because it's a woman, you're saying ban them. So you've got to have that consistency, right? You can't ban one person for one thing and not for the other. And this is where people, I think, are molding and getting upset, and they're not looking at it logically. One of these key things that made the hot tub meta blow up was a lot of people have these whiteboards where people write down their names when they subscribe. Some people write them on a balloon. There's all kinds of stuff. It pops up on screen. We get it, right? However, somebody figured out that you were allowed to write people's names on their body, right? And one of the best ways to have a lot of skin, to have a lot of real estate to write people's names on, is to be in a bikini. And how do you get in a bikini in Twitch's rules? Well, you be in the correct attire for the correct location. So suddenly, if you're in a hot tub, hey, free real estate. And I'll be honest, I think it's genius. I'll be honest with you. It's a loophole. There are men and women doing it, but I think it's pretty funny. It's not really harming anybody, and it just basically highlights Twitch's inconsistencies in bans, and that's really what people upset at. I think Twitch are obviously cautious to ban certain things. If they come out and say, hey, we're going to ban outfit changing, then all of a sudden things like this, like a full-on fashion show, are banned off Twitch, which I think is pretty creative and cool and interesting. And if you say, oh, we're going to ban dancing or something, then people that are actually talented and doing a full-on production dance for somebody are also going to be banned. So there's obviously nuances to every rule, and that's probably why they're taking their time on thinking and processing what to do with this hot tub meta. So that's really my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you like this talking video. I haven't done one of these in ages. Actually, like kind of a topic that I break down. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. Let me know why. If you're new, consider subscribing. 83% of people aren't subscribed to the channel. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.